morning students. So in this video we are going to discuss our second part of respiration in organism. So this topic will be discussed in this video. Cellular respiration, aerobic and anaerobic. Breathing in other animals and respiration in plants. So at first let us discuss about cellular respiration. We all know that our body is made up of cells, is not it? And our cell only carry out different functions, okay? So what happens, the food we eat is digested into simpler form, is not it? Now that food is converted into energy by the process of oxidation. See what happens? Glucose when react with oxygen, it gives what? Carbon dioxide plus water plus energy. So this happens in cellular respiration, okay? Our cell break down the food into more smaller particles and release what? Carbon dioxide, water and energy. And the energy is utilized by our body for performing various activities, okay? Now, depending on the requirement of oxygen, this cellular respiration is further divided into aerobic and anaerobic, okay? Now you see what happens. Aerobic respiration. The process of respiration that occurs in presence of oxygen is called what? Aerobic respiration. It usually occurs in human beings, animals, okay? Here what happens? Oxygen is required for oxidation, okay? See, sugar, okay? Glucose, in simple language we can say glucose, in presence of oxygen, what happens? It gets oxidized, it's not it? And it releases what? Carbon dioxide, water and energy, okay? So, in aerobic respiration, what happens? Organism requires oxygen, okay? And organism that undergoes aerobic respiration are known as aerobes, okay? So, now we will discuss about anaerobic respiration, okay? The process of respiration which takes place in absence of oxygen is called what? Anaerobic respiration. It usually occurs in bacteria, parasites and some yeast, okay? Here you see what happens. Simple sugar in absence of oxygen they produce. Here the products are different, you see. In aerobic respiration the product was carbon dioxide, water and energy. But here in anaerobic respiration what happens? In absence of oxygen they are producing carbon dioxide, alcohol and energy. Okay? So this is the difference between aerobic and anaerobic respiration. In aerobic respiration what happens? Oxygen is required. In anaerobic respiration oxygen is not required. Okay? And aerobic respiration takes place in human, animals, organisms, and anaerobic respiration takes place in bacteria and small microorganisms. Okay? And what happens? The products of aerobic respiration are carbon dioxide, water and energy, and the products of anaerobic respiration are carbon dioxide, alcohol and energy. Okay? So, do you know that anaerobic respiration takes place inside our body also, in our muscle cells of leg and arms. Okay? When we do excessive exercise, what happens? Our cell require more energy, is not it? So, what happens? In our muscle cell, they will require more energy. And what happens? The inhalation of oxygen is in the same rate. It's not it. We inhale in same rate. But what happens? Our body requires more energy. So to derive energy, what happens? Sugar, in absence of oxygen only, what happens? They will produce lactic acid, alcohol and energy. Okay? And after excessive exercise, you feel body pain, is not it? That is because of accumulation of lactic acid in our muscle cells. Okay? So later on, after few days or few hours, what happens? If you will take shower or massage it, you feel good. Okay? So what happens? We feel body pain due to accumulation of this lactic acids. Okay? So what happens? Athletes after any games, what they do? They take massage and shower. Okay? And they feel relaxed. And when we rest or take massage, what happens? The blood circulation become very fast. Okay? And when the blood circulation become very fast, oxygen reaches to different part of the cells. Okay? And later on, this lactic acid will break down and we feel relaxed in every other animal requires oxygen, is not it? To convert the food into simpler form. Okay, to convert the food into energy, okay, which is required by our body. So what happened? According to the place they live, the environment in which they live, they have developed different mechanism for breathing. Okay. So at first we will see the mechanism of breathing in cockroach. Okay, insect. What happened? You see, they breathe through small hole called spiracles. Okay, this one is what? Spiracle. And this spiracle is connected to the tracheae. This is a long tube called tracheae. And this tracheae is further divided into 5 branches called tracheoles. Okay, and this tracheole is distributed to different parts of the body. From here, exchange of gases takes place. They will give oxygen. Okay, they breathe through spiracle, and from here, what will enter? Oxygen will enter. Okay, and diffusion will take place to different part of the body, and from the body, what will release? Carbon dioxide will release, is not it? And the same carbon dioxide will be taken out from the spiracles. Okay, so in this way, respiration takes place in a cockroach. Now, breathing in earthworm. We have heard that earthworm breathe through their moist skin. It's not it? Their skin is always moist. So, what happens? You see, beneath their skin, okay, 5 capillaries are there. Blood capillaries are present beneath their skin. Okay, and what happens? From here, from the moist skin, they will take up the oxygen and they will release carbon dioxide. So, here the respiration takes place by moist skin, by the process of diffusion. Okay, the oxygen will diffuse in the skin, and from here we will receive this blood capillaries will receive the oxygen and they will give out what? Carbon dioxide. Okay, so in this way respiration takes place in earthworm. Stop. Now we will discuss about respiration in fish. So fish have a very specialized organ. Okay, called what? Gills. Okay, you see, and these gills are covered with fine blood capillaries, and this gill is covered by an operculum. Okay, so now you see what happened when fish take water. Okay, they will take water from their mouth. Then what will happen? The operculum will become closed. Okay. So what happens in water? Oxygen is present, not it? It is present, but it is in diffused form. Okay. So when fish takes up the water, what happens? This operculum closes, and as soon as they close their mouth, what happens? This operculum will open and will allow the fresh water to pass through the gills. And in the fresh water, what is there? Oxygen is there, is not it? So from the blood capillaries, what happened? Oxygen will reach to different part of the body, and what happened? Carbon dioxide, which they will release, will diffuse in the water. So in this way, what happened? Respiration takes place in fishes. Okay. Now breathing in frog. So frog breathe through. Frogs have lungs also, and they can breathe through their skin as well as mouth also. Okay. So what happened? Their skin has fine pores. Okay, from which directly diffusion of oxygen takes place and exhalation of carbon dioxide takes place. Okay, and they can breathe from their mouth also. Okay, their mouth have fine lining. Okay, and there are many blood vessels there. And what happens when they open and close their mouth? What happens? They can inhale air, and what happens? Directly diffusion will takes place from their mouth. Okay. And they can breathe together with their mouth, throat and nostril. Okay, they have lungs also, but they don't use it like we human. They use their lungs only when it is necessary. Okay, so in this way breathing takes place in a frog. Now we will discuss about respiration in plant. Like we human need energy, plant also need energy. It's not it. By the process of photosynthesis, what happens? They get food, that is starch. It's not it. And starch is needed to be broken down to get energy. It's not it. And this process is carried out by respiration. They also require energy for several purposes like transpiration, excretion. Okay, so we all know that respiration in plants takes place from stomata. Okay, stomatal pores which are present on the back side of the leaf. Small pores are there. They are called what? Stomata. Before also you have got about stomata. Okay, so respiration takes place through stomata. So what happened there? The starch, which is prepared by the process of photosynthesis, when react with oxygen, the oxidation takes place. Is not it? When a substance reacts with oxygen, what happens? Oxidation takes place, and they release what? Carbon dioxide, water, and energy. Okay? And what happened? You see, respiration usually occur at night, because at the daytime we all know that in presence of sunlight photosynthesis takes place, is not it? And the rate of photosynthesis is more in the daytime as compared to night time, because at night time sunlight is not there, so they cannot prepare the food. So at night time what happened? So what happened? This respiration usually takes place at night time. Okay, why? Because during daytime photosynthesis takes place in presence of sunlight, is not it? And in the process of photosynthesis we all know that it releases oxygen, is not it? Then as compared to in the process of photosynthesis, what happens? They release oxygen. But in respiration, what happens? They require oxygen. So at daytime, respiration takes place. So this respiration usually takes place at night, because at daytime photosynthesis takes place, is not it? And what happens in the process of photosynthesis? They release oxygen. But in respiration, what happens? They require oxygen. So at night time the process of photosynthesis is stopped, is not it? Because why? Because sunlight is not there. So at night what happens? Respiration, the rate of respiration is more in plants. Okay? Now respiration takes place in different parts of the plant. In green stem also respiration takes place. Okay? You will find 5 holes there called lenticels. And from these lenticels what happens? Relative diffusion or oxygen takes place. Okay? And release of carbon dioxide. Okay? So in this way what happened? The process of respiration occurs in human beings, animals and plants. So here our chapter ends. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Thank you and have a good day.